Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check out these headlines. We got casino coin news for you. 334.5 million XRP. Crypto Super Bowl news. We got Binance introducing a new auto invest product, XDC Euro stablecoin. What's going on with that? Former President of the United States saying crypto will explode to the likes we've never seen. Yeah, how about it? And Swift integrating CBDCs and tokenized assets? Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at @BackupBradleyAbove and everything that we're talking about here today. It is $2.292 trillion market cap for crypto right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's December 23rd, 2021. And we are off by 0.24% this morning. And looking at the market, we see that Bitcoin is at $48,691 and change. Ethereum is at $3,949 and change. Solana coming in at $180.45. XRP 98 cents this morning. Let's take a look at the price range here. And by the way, just very quickly here, we are up on the XRP 19.31% on the 7-day. Not bad for having a case for more than a year from the SEC hanging over our heads. I'll take it for now, you know, and I know what goes on after this is over. So this is getting exciting for me as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at this and just see what the range of price is very quickly before we get into the news for today. 0.9393 on the bottom, and it's still 1.0084 on the top side of the range. We did touch $1 earlier overnight or this morning. Numbers are brought to you by Link2.com. Private investing made simple, ladies and gentlemen. Keep an eye out for new products. Abra, BitPay, they go quickly, just like Ripple does, Uphold, and Link2 itself, and Kraken, and so many other great products. When you want to buy private equity, you go to Link2.com. They will give you $1,000 of XRP in your Uphold wallet if you use your crypto to buy private equity. If you buy Ripple private equity out of your Uphold wallet, they'll give you $1,500 of XRP back to your wallet. The reason they do that is because they firmly believe, as I do, that XRP is in fact a currency, not a security. How about that for a show of support? Let's go ahead and get into the news this morning. Ripple and top players shift 334.5 million XRP as coin rises to 95 cents. Where it goes, no one ever seems to really know. But you have to wonder at some point if all of this leads to a hashtag relist. For those of you not following, I encourage you to watch the video I put out this morning, Crypto Apocalypse. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack, formerly the CEO of Twitter and now Block Inc., formerly Square, is really throwing out the notion that he is understanding that ETH and Web3, as ETH is referred to these days, has really a centralized network because of the venture capitalist owned point of view and corporate controlled issue here. Now, this isn't all. I mean, if you go back and watch the video from this morning, I won't touch on this very long, but you will see that Jack Dorsey and many others are starting to figure out what we all know and follow on Twitter every single day, is that there has been an effort between ETH founders and a regulatory capture, I believe, of the SEC that has allowed for an opportunity for Ethereum to get a unique advantage to launch their network and billions of dollars worth of projects off of their network, really giving them that unique advantage while holding the rest of the crypto space back. No better example than that than Ripple XRP. And obviously at this point, it has dawned on everybody, the entire crypto space has been held back. And I think the spat that you have seen recently here with Mark Andreessen from Andreessen Horowitz, who has actually blocked Jack Dorsey now over this issue, is really coming to light, and there's no getting around it. And this is some stuff that I had tweeted under here to Jack in case he wasn't aware, and I wanted to make him aware. But I also, and I think it was maybe right here that I shared this, And no, it isn't that. Before I go there, but I shared with him under this right here. And hold on, AK Pepper the cat and Bobo's my cat here is in the middle of the screen. I think you will find this useful timeline very helpful about the efforts of Web3 ETH founders work to create a monopoly using regulatory capture of the SEC, and then tagged rightful people in this. I hope that Jack Dorsey gets a chance to take a look at this, because I think once he finds this, he will really get a much clearer view of what's going on here. Now, with that being said, let's get on to some good news here, which is JC Collins posted here and tagging Daniel from Casino Coin that the Casino Lobby over the best of luck launching the Casino Lobby app over the next 9 days. Fingers crossed you have a successful launch. A lot of people have been waiting for this moment, and I know I have too. I am a huge believer in Casino Coin. I have a lot of family members that love casinos and gambling, and I am very excited to see what they do. We will see how that unfolds there. Now look here, Crypto.com and FTX scored big spaces for their brands at the Super Bowl in 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not pouring this kind of money into these positions in these ad slots unless you understand you are truly going to be able to market to the masses without any restrictions. Now, looking right here, we see that the crypto exchanges toss up the Hail Mary. Nice pun. Super Bowl 2022. And they don't go too much into it other than to say that the exchange purchased the naming rights of $700 million over 20 years for the Staples Center, renaming to Crypto.com Arena for the Angel City Football Club. So a lot of good stuff is coming down the pipe here for crypto, and it gets only better. And you're going to see a lot of that on the interworkings behind the scenes with Swift and XDC in just a couple moments. Binance is excited to announce that XRP and AVAX supported for auto invest plans. It's interesting here because you can see that users can now choose from a selection of up to 8 popular cryptocurrencies and invest in an autopilot with dollar cost averaging strategy. Now, that's not Binance US, that's Binance, right? So keep that in mind. Paraguay moves one step closer to regulating digital currency. Remember, Paraguay said that they wanted to follow in the steps of El Salvador. We'll follow that to see if they do and make Bitcoin currency. South Korean banking giant Kookmin Bank says it has developed new multi-coin wallet that are capable of storing non-fungible tokens and various tokens, including central bank issued coins. It's coming, and you're about to hear more evidence of that. Let me tell you who else knows it's coming too. It's this guy right here. It's the former U.S. president. He says crypto is dangerous, which was his take while he was the president, right? And he says it will explode to the likes of which we've never seen, but defends Melania Trump's NFT venture. So take a listen to this clip here, this 2-minute run of this from Fox Business News, Maria Bartoloma. Take a listen.
I spoke with President Donald Trump over the weekend. Here's what he had to say on crypto and on his new social media platform, Truth Social. I saw that Melania has an NFT.
Yeah, she's going to do great. She does really. She's got a great imagination. By the way, and people love our former First Lady. I can tell you that. They really do. They love her. I go to the rallies. We had a massive rally in Alabama. So many signs. We love our First Lady. Really
what do you think about crypto? Because, you know, New York and Miami is really getting cryptocurrency into their financial system.
Well, I never loved it because I like to have the dollar. I think the currency should be the dollar. So I was never a big fan, but it's building up bigger and bigger, and nobody's doing anything about it. And it's...
Before he goes on, I want you to understand that she pointed out New York and Miami integrating cryptocurrency into their state financial systems. Very big point here, and listen to what he says.
I know it so well. Look, I want a currency called the dollar. I don't want to have all these others, and that could be an explosion someday, like the likes of which we've never seen. It'll make the big tech explosion look like baby stuff. I think it's a very dangerous thing.
Let me ask you about Truth Social.
Okay, so that's the point I wanted to get to right there. Now, what's interesting about that to me is this. It's like it comes back to the point that I've talked about many, many times before, which is just because they say crypto's dangerous doesn't mean they're talking about a ban. Of course, he's not even the president now. But what the point is about this for me, the takeaway here, is that central bank digital currencies, a digital dollar, is absolutely imminent. And it's not because he says, that crypto is dangerous. It's because we all know that the world knows collectively, whether it's the United States or Europe or Russia or China, they know that there is no stopping this crypto technology. So the only way to deal with this is to embrace it and to play along and to develop your paper dollar into a digital dollar, and then put in the right regulations in place that make sure that you always remain the on and off ramp to this digital world. That is the answer. There is no other answer for a long-term solution and sustainability in my eyes. And what I think you're hearing here is that he understands that it will explode, the likes of which we've never seen. I completely agree with him. It'll make the tech boom look like nothing, and it really will. But at the end of the day, they're going to harness all of this by having a digital dollar, even if that digital dollar ends up being a public-private relationship, let's say like the USD coin from Jeremy Allaire's Circle. Keep your eye on it. Keep your eye on it, ladies and gentlemen. XDC Network adopts Euor stablecoin in its decentralized ecosystem. They're making my point for me, are they not? Take a look at this article. Over there in Euor, we see that the XDC Network adopts the Euor stablecoin in its decentralized ecosystem. And we see that Gregory Klumov, here CEO of Stasis, commented, "We are witnessing the emergence of a thriving multi-blockchain reality, and missing out on this trend is not an option. The Stasis team sees the future of the EURS, which is the stablecoin for Euor, interoperability, and with the help of Zenfin, we hope to boost our stablecoin's popularity in the global finance sector, as well as explore more use cases." To me, what we're seeing here in this scenario of XDC adopting the EURS, right, the stablecoin for the euro here, is exactly what I'm suggesting for the USDC. They can use a central bank digital currency wholesale backend within the banking system. They do not have to make that a retail offering. They could simply partner with a public-private relationship and offer that digital dollar through the public-private relationship like USDC or the EURS to retail consumer front-end facing people, and have them use that while having CBDCs on the back end. And lo and behold, just like that, they've harnessed the entire space on and off ramp. No doubt about it. And here's more evidence that it's definitely coming. This is Swift, ladies and gentlemen. Global Bank's messaging service Swift Community is planning a series of experiments in the first quarter of this coming year, 2022, exploring how it could support interoperability in tokenized digital assets. Take a look. Bank's Swift messaging system to experiment with tokenized assets in the early this year of 2022. Interbank messaging network experiments will use central bank digital currencies as well as established forms of payment. Take a look here. Global Interbank Messaging Network Swift plans to explore how it can support interoperability in the tokenized asset market. We know that they already have the GPI interface, which allows for this. Swift is planning a series of experiments in the first quarter around improving the exchange of information between the participants and systems that interact during the life cycle of tokenized assets. Now listen, we also know that R3 is interfaced with Swift's banking messaging wire service. So they have access to that as well. The experiments will use central bank digital currencies as well as established forms of payment. The organization, which links more than 11,000 institutions aims to support the issuance, delivery versus payment, and redemption processes, demonstrating how it could support a frictionless and seamless tokenized digital asset market. Following the example of the crypto world, banks and securities firms are offering services whereby fractions of assets are sold as digital tokens to allow for greater liquidity and accessibility. SWIFT is a global messaging network connecting banks and other financial institutions cross-border payments. There have been suggestions its usefulness has declined or could decline because of the growth in use of digital currencies, be it crypto, stablecoins, or CBDCs. You know, again, you want to stay in control. You want to be relevant. You want to, whether you're a central bank or whether you're SWIFT, the wiring system for the banks, you're going to have to adapt. There's no question. If not, your world, your industry becomes much like the early days of the music industry when file sharing came about, and it turned the entire music industry on its head. And it is still upside down to this day, and it will never return. That is where we are. This time, the banks are faced with the same exact scenario, but they know the writing's on the wall. They are not going to miss this train. And in fact, what's missing from all of this? Regulation. And the central bank of central banks, the BIS Innovation Hub, Benoit Courier, has revealed that a global regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies will likely be ready in the same year that all of this testing is about to be done on SWIFT in 2022. I'm sure it's nothing. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Leave a comment below, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you think it is or not, it's coming. And it's coming faster than we think. I'll catch all of you on the next one.